Hey, good day to all you great stewards of the land. It's the Day in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre, Oklahoma. First, I want to apologize about Friday. I was supposed to be at the Ace Hardware store here to get ready for the grand, opening of the new store celebration. We'll call it Friday or Saturday, and I was going to get everybody pumped up Friday, but Thursday during my show, it hit me like a brick wall and or a hammer. How's that? Brick walls don't move, but hammers do. And I had a bug, and I didn't even get out of bed Friday. I don't think till that evening from going to bed about 2 o'clock Thursday. So I apologize. I stayed away from everybody, and uh, I wish I could have been there. I went in there yesterday. One of the upper echelon ladies that works there, she gave me the look when I walked in. so, but I'll make it up to you. I'll come out there and do a show sometime. Sorry about that. I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I am feeling better. I'm sore from uh, stomach debris removal through the upper part of the body and lower. So, but I'm better. I don't know what that was, but it, boom, in the face is what it was. What else going on? Let's check out some temperatures. Right now, between Mangum and Boise City, there's 24 degrees difference. 68 at Boise City, 52 at Beaver, 49 at the May Ranch, 50 at Sealand, 46 at Cheyenne, home of the secret weapon, and 46 at Hollis, 43 at Hobart. Out here in the panhandle of Texas, 53 at Palladora Reservoir. Lipscomb, you're 54. Miami's 54. Wellington's 50. And Odell is 46 degrees. So, well, I didn't have much going on this weekend. I did, I think I told you guys Thursday, I took a couple loads of calves to the sale barn for one of my landlords, and they did really good. Real good. The there was supposed to have been about five more, but I didn't. After the show, I didn't feel like going and getting them in and hauling to the sale barn. So he just sold a couple small trailer loads, and they did really good. The heifers right off the mama, a couple pounds shy of 500, a little over 2,000 piece, and the bull calves. None of them work. This landlord doesn't work calves. Was the I don't remember the weight on them, 530 something, and they brought a little under 2,400. So get showing. The market's back up there. Good. And so we're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes. First, what else is going on? Oh, I decided I was going to go quail hunting yesterday afternoon. I've been in the house 2.5 days. I was done. Went to check my heifers over west of Elk City, and the one that I thought was going to have it last week, I think the others are going to have them before her. You guys know what the heifer deal goes by. Everything's fed and put up, and so Beth, my bird dog, I don't know. I don't want to call her gun shy, but she's just timid. And when we go hunting with some other people and they shoot like Vietnam style at a covey of quail, she'll come back over and walk beside me, and she's done. She doesn't run off. She doesn't. Her tail's not between her legs. She just comes back over and says, "I'm hanging out with you the rest of the day, Dad." So I got me a 28 gauge shotgun that's not as loud. And I went out a couple times last year with her, and that helped a bunch. But if I got somebody else with me, she does the same thing. So I thought, man. So sister, dog I got from Gary Ripto, she's what, 10, 11 years old, and she's half Boo Healer, other half Catahoula, Pit Bull, and Lab. And, but she's a hunter. Her problem is she likes to flush. That's all she likes to do. If a dog goes on point, that birds are going to get flushed. You better be there. So yesterday I thought, well, I'm going to take sister with us on a short walk, and because I got lots of quail around the house, and on a short walk and see what happened. Well, quarter mile into this deal, on down one of the fence rows, Beth's locked up, and I could see the quail running through the sagebrush and uh, weeds and stuff over there. So I started easing over there, and Beth will not move till I release her. She is good about that. And they got up. There was about 25 birds in the covey, and I just picked one out and stayed with it because I hadn't hunted much with that 28 gauge. And bam, went down, so I stayed with it. I just kept my eye on it. Well, sister seen it go down. Well, she goes over and fetches it and brings it back to me. I was like, man, I should have been doing this years ago. So Beth points them, sister retrieves them. It's a good day. Well, my plans never go the way they're supposed to. So I seen where the birds landed out in some plum thickets and other stuff, and start working her way there. The wind's blowing in her face. Beth, she's looking. Well, they both go into this huge deal of plum thickets, and then the barking starts. Both of them. I was like, oh no. I was thinking porcupine or skunk or something. Well, it took me a little bit to get around the plum thickets till onto the side where they were barking, and sure enough, out of that plum thicket, here come two dogs and a big, now I'm talking huge, boar coon. And that boar coon had a hold of sister's lower lip, and she was just hanging with him speed-wise so it didn't pull so much. Beth had a hold of its tail trying to pull the coon back and pulling on sister's lip. I couldn't get the coon to I tried to stomp the coon to get him to release sister, and then the coon let up, and then I was going to shoot the coon because it's big. I mean, it's a big boar coon. Sister's toughest dog I've ever had, but this boar coon meant business. And as soon as that coon let go of that sister, bam, sister was right on top of it again, and it had a hold of her ear, and Beth, sister got loose and got a hold of its tail to pull it around. So Beth, she's not a fighter. She decided she'd go for the face. Coon got a hold of her. Finally, I got a clear shot in there to resolve this issue, but they both come back pretty banged up, especially sister. She didn't even want to get out of bed this morning, but that's my quail hunting story. I got one bird because they were too messed up after that because it was getting pretty warm. It was getting pretty late in the day. I didn't go for a very long trip. It was fun. Guys got to get out and do that. Speaking of hunting, let's check out the oh man, I think I messed up. Hang on. Yeah, I did. Tabbed the wrong button. There's the one I wanted. Let's check out the deer harvest report. So far, we still got what? 15th today? We still got till January 15th. We got holiday doe season coming up. But let's look at how harvest has gone so far. It's pretty interesting. Thank you, Lieutenant James Edwards, for sending me this report. Alfalfa County looks like you've total of 2,000. Is that right? No, 1,003 total harvest does and antler. Looks like here we got, what do we got? We got bow archery, about a 99 bucks, guns 279, and boy, if my drill sergeant hear me say guns, he'd line me out on that deal. Muzzleloaders, there was 43, so that's pretty good. Beaver County, not very many, 402 head total. 42 shot with the bow, bucks, 245 with a rifle, and 21 with the muzzleloader. Beckham County, pretty good, 1,446 head so far have been rehomed. Notice how I'm trying to be really politically nice, and I'm not really that way, but I'm being good. Looks like 135 antlered in archery, 641 in rifle season, and 53 during muzzleloader. What impressed me about Beckham County, and I'm not picking on or saying something about Beckham County because I live here, but when I looked at all these numbers, it's pretty interesting. Beckham County is probably 60-40, probably 55, maybe 55, 50, 45, maybe even 50-50, not quite 50-50, half does and half antler. So that's pretty good because, man, Beckham County is one of those counties when you get rid of some does. Let's see, Caddo County, total 1,994. Carter County, that's not in our area. Let's see what else we got here. Cimarron, 150 up there in the Panhandle. Comanche down by Lawton, 1,004 deer total so far. And Custer County, 856. Dewey County, 1,141. Ellis, 951 or 950. That surprises me. Is there really not that many deer in Ellis County? I thought there was quite a few. Who we got here? Greer County, 669. Harper County, or Harmon County, 415. Harper, 449. Jackson County, 770. And Kingfisher County is 947. Kiowa County is 729 total deer rehomed. Major County, 1,000 even, right on the money. This is just up till probably yesterday or today. And we get down here, let's see here. Let's check out some more counties in our Roger Mills County, 1,610. Looks like there's 116 bucks killed during archery season, 789 during rifle season, and 86 during buck. And they're doing pretty good too on the quite a bit of, there wasn't many does shot in the rifle season there was in Beckham County. It's like 789 here in Roger Mills County, to 483 does. So we got that. Texas County, 203 total. And Ouachita County, 598. And Woodward is 1,042. And Woods County is 990. So pretty good season. So far, 114,749 deer have been rehomed so far in this season. There you go. All right, let's see here. I got another deal here. Yeah, let's talk about it before I go to break. And we'll get up onto the agriculture when I get back from this break. Holiday antlers deer gun season is December 18th, starting this Thursday, through the 31st, during which hunters are allowed to harvest up to 2 antlers white-tailed deer that do not count towards the hunter's combined season limit of 6 deer. Annual hunting license holders need a deer gun license to participate. Deer gun licenses obtained for the regular deer gun season are still valid for the holiday antlers deer season. Youth under 18 also need a youth annual super hunting license. Though it went into effect in July of 2024, the impact of the Wildlife License Modernization Act is still reverberating today for annual hunting license holder who formerly had to have both a hunting license and a deer license. So it says the act condensed some 50 hunting license and fishing license down to about 14. So anyway, you got a chance, you got time during the Christmas holidays, get out and shoot some does. Anybody wanting to shoot a doe and don't have any place to hunt, give me a shout. I know a lot of people that are some, not a lot, but some people want some doe shot. So I'll hook you up with somebody. If you're a safe hunter, you won't shoot any cows, and you won't, and you'll buy a hunting license and a deer tag. How's that? It's good. All right. Today is the Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association Happy Hour. Remember, get your OCA membership before the end of the month or for the first of the year. Save $50 to renew your membership, or if you want to join, it's great. You'll have fun. I promise you. You don't have to get into the politics or any of that, but that OCA convention and these fall gatherings they have and the spring gatherings they have and the ranch rodeo, it's a blast. So www.okcattlemans.org. I think that's right. I should have looked at my paperwork. I bet it's close. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
The Day in Ag with Jimmy Clark. It helps to work with someone who's been down the same road you're traveling, someone who knows what you're up against and what you're going through. When it comes to farmers and ranchers, that's us. That's who we are. Our lenders know ag inside and out because we're producers too. We approach it like a partnership. We want to put ag producers in position to be successful. We're very laid back and easy to deal with. And people seem to like that. We think you'll like it too. I'm Marty Maddox. Great Plains Bank in Elk City is here to lend farmers and ranchers a helping hand. Member FDIC.
You could get specific and get them heated jackets and vests. You could get a Milwaukee Tools or Carlisle Tools or a toolbox. You could even get a new driver, a car detailing kit. If you know what they want or what they need, you can get specific. Or you can do the easy thing and get them a Napa gift card for Christmas. Don't forget the stockings, air fresheners for the car, flashlights, gloves, tumblers. How about phone chargers, Bluetooth speakers, or hand warmers? You know who's got all of this. Napa Auto Parts of Elk City, 716 West 3rd.
You farmers like saving money on stuff you gotta have? You can save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone or Firestone ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $300 off all eligible AD, 2IF, and BF radial tires and Bridgestone radials. Get $200 off all eligible non-AD2 radial tires and get $25 off Destination Farm and Destination Turf. Blair Tire and Feed at the Crossroads in Blair, Oklahoma. Save instantly on the tires you gotta have.
Do you love the great outdoors? Maybe you enjoy trap shooting or skeet shooting, or maybe getting some target practice in at the firing range is your thing. If you're that person, you love guns. Hobart Farm and Garden has a whole room dedicated to guns, gun safes, ammunition, and more. It's quite impressive. You got to go check it out. They are Western Oklahoma's platinum Browning dealer and Glock stocking dealer. They're located at 1030 South Monroe in Hobart, Oklahoma. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Hobart Farm and Garden.
This is the Elk City Livestock Auction Market Report for Friday, December 5th. 1,313 head were sold. 19 head of steers at 423 brought 507.50. 6 at 520 brought 410. 11 at 588 brought 366. 5 at 645 brought 382.50. 7 at 744 brought 324. 5 at 816 brought 337.50. 3 head of heifers at 430 brought 430. 10 at 492 brought 407.50. 4 at 556 brought 342.50. 6 at 550 brought 372.50. 11 at 572 brought 350. 7 at 606 brought 335. Butcher cows were 46 to 165.50. Butcher bulls brought 116 to 185. Bred cows 1175 to 3650, pairs 1875 to 3750. Elk City Livestock Auction 3202 South Highway 6, Elk City, Oklahoma. Sell every Friday at 9 a.m. to consign call Brandon Hickey 580-497-6095.
An I-40 acreage near Canute can be yours Monday, December 29th. The seller is Jerry Bohannon, and his 21 acres of land are on the west edge of Canute. Auction will be at the property at 1 p.m. Prime I-40 Route 66 land. XIT Auctions is conducting the auction. For information, call Aubrey Latham, 580-393-4440. Online at xitauctions.com. 21 acres on I-40 on the west side of Canute will sell Monday, December 29th at 1 p.m. XIT Auctions, ready to work for you.
Jim is all wound up and ready to go. Here comes more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Dozer, Texas. Here's your Texas Panhandle Ag weather update. 52 degrees, humidity is 49 degrees, dew point's 34. The winds are out of the south at 16 with wind gust up to 24. 0.0 1/100th of an inch of rain so far. I don't even know why I even read that. Sub-freezing minutes, 396 today. 8-inch soil temperature, 48 degrees. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what. Let me get my computer over here and going. Oh, first of all, before I do that, I need to do the Central Crop Care out of Hobart, Oklahoma's grain market update. Let's check out what's going on. A lot of red on the board today, gentlemen. A lot of, and ladies. Hard red winter wheat out of Kansas City. March 5.11 down 6 3/4. May 5.23 down 6 3/4. Wheat out of Chicago, March 5.19 down 9.5. May is 5.28 down 8 3/4. Corn out of Chicago, March 4.38 down 2 1/4. May is 4.46 down 2 1/4. Soybeans out of Chicago, January What is it? Oh, there it is. 1072 down 4.5. March is 1081 down 5.5. Soybean oil, January 49.50 down 57. Soybean meal, Chicago, January 303 even, up 50 cents. It looks like March is 306.10, up 50 also. There you have it. Let's see what the livestock are doing. Oh, it wasn't in the red much when I checked it right before the show started. It's all in the green now. I mean, it's not blowing up. I really do. I think we've kind of finally found a spot where the board can trade back and forth a little bit, do what they want to do to tinker with the market and not blow it up. That's what I want to share with you from Dr. Pill here in a minute. Live cattle, February. 230.35 up 80. April is 229.77 up 37. Feeders for January 339.52 up 42. March is 334.60 up 52. And April 333.67 up 45. Lean hogs February 83.57 down 95. And April he is 88.77 down 75. Okay, let's go see what Dr. Peel's got to say here. Where are you at, Dr. Peel? There you are. Let me blow this up a little bit so I can read it. I can tell the last 2 or 3 cow-calf corner emails that's been set out. I can tell that Dr. Peel's slightly frustrated with what's been going on. And listen here just proves it. Beef prices have become, so the title of his segment on Cow Calf Corner is High Beef Prices. If you want to help, stop trying to help. Beef prices have become, unfortunately, the federal poster child for high food prices and concerns about consumer affordability. Much political attention is focused on high beef prices as part of a broader inflammatory concerns or inflationary concerns, concerns about numerous food items result from tariffs and other crap factors. Ironically, high beef prices are only coincidentally contributing to inflation concerns in the beef prices are high because of internal beef market fundamentals rather than the systematic inflation factors. Strong beef supply and demand fundamentals mean that beef prices would be high even if there was no other inflation or any other concerns, is what Dr. Peel says. Beef production is down year over year in 2025 and is expected to decrease further in the next 2 years. Decreased beef production is the result of the smaller U.S. calf crops from 7 consecutive years since 2018. The feeder cattle supply continues to tighten as a result, leading to lower feedlot production, decreased cattle slaughter, and lower beef production. The beef cow herd may stabilize temporarily into 2026 as a result of the decreased beef cow culling in the last 3 years. However, there is currently no indication of significant heifer retention, and it will not be possible to hold the herd inventory stable and certainly not to rebuild inventories without additional heifer retention. Therefore, beef production is continued to be decreasing for the next couple of years. So, there you have it. No matter how much they would like to lower beef prices, there is essentially nothing that politicians can do to change the beef market reality. Beef imports are not the answer. The market is already responding to tight supply conditions, with beef imports sharply higher in 2025. Lower beef import tariffs in the last version of the spin the wheel trade policies will allow the market to function more effectively and may slightly moderate processing beef costs in the ground beef market. However, imports are unlikely to have more additional noticeable impact going forward and you'll see, and certainly will not affect the majority of beef cut prices at retail. Likewise, any sort of cattle production incentives will not speed that time up, and it'll take time to breed, grow, and finish cow for beef production. revolving door packers investigations are unlikely to find anything different than multiple previous investigations. Nothing. And if they do catch them, they're going to find them. What I would like to know is, I know, was it Cargill and JBS, or whichever ones, all of the big four, has paid some really big fines in the last 2 years. I know one this year. Wonder where that money goes. Anybody know where that money goes? And don't text me and say it goes into the senator and the House representatives' pockets. That's not what happens. In any event, would not speed up the beef production there. So there you go. But I can tell Dr. Pill's getting tired of the political crap going on. And frankly, best thing politicians can do, help cattle and beef markets, is to shut up and let the markets work. If you want to help, stop trying to help. And that's coming from the one and only Dr. Pill out of Stillwater from OSU. And it's true. So we get it going. Before I go to break, I just want to tell you I worked hard yesterday. So the NFR is over. And I know some of you guys and ladies all went out there and had fun. I always look for the cool story. I mean, I love to watch rodeo. Don't get me wrong. The saddle bronc and bareback and barrel racing and steer and rope and all that. But this one person caught my attention overall, from before the NFRs till afterwards. And I don't know if you guys paid any much attention to her, but her name's Tricia Aldridge. Reason why I don't remember her last name, there's a lot of Aldridge around Carter. But Tricia Aldridge, and she's got a Palomino stud barrel racing horse that's 5 years old, and his name is Adios. And so yesterday morning, I was laying in bed, and I'm just looking at all these stories. And so I tried to call some people or text some people to see if they knew how to get a hold of her, because it's a real cool story. She lives right down there across the Red River, south of Oklahoma City, in Sanger, somewhere right there by Denton. She's a rookie, but she was been showing her, I'm doing her horse, Adios, in the futurity. So after you add the money she won out in Vegas, this is the first stud horse to make over $1 million through the futurity and barrel racing. It's really interesting. And the horse is really cool. I mean, 5 years old. Come on, think about it. And so I finally found her personal page. Her page, all those other pages she got, it's all business. She's doing good. And so I finally got a hold of her, and I messaged her. And she is going to come on the show here probably right after the first of the year, and for the whole show, and talk about going from nothing to what she's got now. And she ended up being a runner-up world champion at the NFRs, and it's a pretty cool story. And congratulations to all the other ladies. It was hard fought barrel racing going out there, but this just caught my attention because he's a stud, a Palomino. But I know there was 2 or 3 other Palominos in the barrel racing, so I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. And she wears this cowboy hat that's got the psychedelic stuff going on, and she's just down to earth. And the horse loves blueberry Pop-Tarts. I would almost venture to guess that Kellogg's is already trying to get a hold of her and put her and that beautiful horse on front of Pop-Tart boxes. So it's just a cool story. Check it out on social media or Google it, and you'll see what I mean. It's just interesting. She's down to earth. You know, there was a few people griping about the dirt out there this year at Vegas, but for the most part, everybody was just being very political and not saying nothing, because, I mean, I don't know that the national finals would go to the expense of hauling a bunch of good dirt in from this direction, because, you know, there ain't no good dirts out there. So, but anyways, interesting deal in the finals. So, congratulations to all the people that participated in the national finals, and you did good. So, let's take an OCA break. We'll be right back after this.
He loves to talk about farming and ranching. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Farming is no game, but when you're at the game and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a huge game changer. Valley Irrigation is where farming meets in-zone efficiency. With AgSense remote technology, farmers become MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you beat the game and be in the game. Visit Knutson Irrigation to become the MVP of your field. Online at KnutSonIrrigation.com. They have your in-field coverage and your back.
Kent Watkins here with SEI Agritech in Elk City, Oklahoma. Are feral hogs causing damage to your land and crops? Try Kaput, our highly effective bait designed specifically for feral hog control. Kaput targets hogs where it hurts, helping you protect your property and your livestock. Don't wait for the damage to get worse. Call us or stop by today at SEI Agritech on South Brandle in Elk City to learn more about Kaput. Follow us on Facebook for the latest updates and solutions.
Hey folks, this is EJ Grediman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
This Christmas, be sure and visit Gambling Jewelers in downtown Elk City and enjoy savings throughout the store. You'll find Western Oklahoma's finest selection of diamonds, plus custom jewelry pieces, Fossil, Baby G, G-Shock, and Citizens men's and women's watches, unique gift ideas, and more. Holiday hours, they'll be open every Monday through Saturday after Thanksgiving through December 20th, and open Sunday, December 21st from 1 to 5, and Christmas Eve from 9 to 4. Remember, this holiday season, shop local, shop smart, shop Elk City, and shop Gambling Jewelers in downtown Elk City, where they're famous for diamonds.
You've got a problem, an issue, you can usually sit down and we can get it figured out while you're there. If it's something that we can't figure out right that day, it's usually within a day because everybody's accessible. If there's something that needs to be done loan-wise, we can get that ran to wherever it needs to go. Or if you just need help up front with some accounts or whatnot, I can walk you up there and introduce you to somebody and hang out with you and talk you through it. I can explain to Tammy or Tori or someone up front, hey, we've been discussing this. This is where we're at.
I'm Utah Robinson, and I help make the difference. First National Bank and Trust of Elk City and Sayre.
Member FDIC.
As a farmer or rancher, you're always looking for ways to save time and money. The Apache Hay Wagon from Everett's Welding in Visay, Oklahoma will help you do just that. The Apache Hay Wagon eliminates 80 to 90% of hay waste with its unique design. It hauls multiple bales, saving you time and money. Go by Everett's Welding today and ask to see the Apache Hay Wagon. You'll be glad you did. You can also visit them online at everettswelding.com.
Cattlemen's Congress in the heart of cattle country is a lot more than just a cattle show. See for yourself January 4th through the 14th at the fairgrounds in Oklahoma City. The newest and most elite genetics North American cattlemen have to offer will be there. Cattlemen's Congress is the gathering place of the cattle industry and provides sales of elite genetics, something for every operation. Enjoy the Commercial Cattlemen's Luncheon January 8th at 11 a.m. with the commercial female replacement sale at 1 p.m. For a full schedule and sale information, visit cattlemenscongress.com.
He loves talking about farming and ranching. Here's more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Sealing, Oklahoma. Here is your northwestern Oklahoma ag weather update. 50 degrees, feels like 43, dew point's 32, the humidity's 50, the winds are out of south-southwest at 19 with wind gust up to 26. 43 degrees is the 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperature. Sunset at 5:22, mostly sunny and 53 today, 30 tonight, 62 tomorrow with light winds. Looks like the next 2 weeks looks pretty good. Speaking of the next 2 weeks' weather, guys, there is no moisture in the forecast as of right now. And we got, so according to the Oklahoma Department of Forestry Service here, I was going to keep you update what's going on, what they're thinking. It says the outlook. Overall, a dry pattern is expected to persist throughout the week and even beyond. The current 6 to 10 day temperature and precipitation outlook points to above normal temperature and below normal precipitation leading into the Christmas period. As mentioned previously, no critical fire weather is currently in the forecast, although some periods of elevated conditions are likely. Given the extending dry trend, fuels are gradually becoming more receptible there as far as I'm concerned, and likely to support increase in initial attack activity. The current drought monitor holds severe and extreme drought in places across south central and southwestern Oklahoma, specifically, mainly all of Kiowa County, a little bit of northern Jackson, and what is that other? Where's Tipton at? Is that Tipton? I can't remember my counties today, but it looks like the D2 is creeping into southern Beckham County and a lot of Greer County and portions of and portions of Jackson County. So anyway, so they're and I checked, there's no current burn bans in any county in Oklahoma currently right now. So we don't have to worry about that. And the outlook does not look bueno. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, guys, we got a lot of foliage out there right now. And it's dead. It's dry. It doesn't take much to get a fire started. And I know we don't have our winter winds here yet. But just get a lot of things prepared in case of fires. Make sure your hay bales are stacked in good areas and not all together. And what else is there? Everything's cleaned up around your barns and houses and tree branches and stuff. Dead trees are cut away from your house and barns. If you're one of those guys that grades a fire line around your fences, I'd be doing that. Just get ready, because I think we're going to have a long spring coming up. I don't know. This feels like it. And so check that out. Okay. Let's see what was happening happened overnight. I haven't even got to that yet. Bear with me a second here. You know what? I'm going to skip that since I've already gave the reports and stuff. But I would like to share this real quick with you. The Oklahoma Conservation Commission, OCC, has launched the next round of soil health implementation program called SHIP, an ongoing incentive to improve soil health across Oklahoma's ag landscapes. SHIP aims to provide comprehensive soil conservation solutions in both rural and urban areas. Now is the second this is the second program year for this. OCC's soil health team is focusing on conservation practices that build land and operation resilience by improving the ecosystem health. They're not talking about calf farts or cow farts or none of that. We're talking soil health here, people. So, in addition to providing, some of these offers up to $40,000 in reimbursement for implementing practices in accordance with the approved SHIP conservation plan. I'm going to tell you that I was very lucky to get approved for one last year, and I've been doing what for the most part, the plan program was. It's a 3-year program, and it's not they've got set amounts that you can spend on certain things, and they want you to get set up for rotational on the pastures and water and all kinds of cool stuff in these programs, sprigging some stuff back. So check it out. Go sign up at your local Oklahoma Conservation Commission in your local county and get signed up for the SHIP program. And is it a little paperwork? Yeah, a little bit. It's not terrible. And I'm going into my second year, and but it's really between what I got going on with them and the NRCS. I'm really working hard, the best I can, with what equipment I got and what money I got, and just like any other typical farmer or rancher. All depends on how much rain you get on some of these programs. So it's It's all good. I'm really blessed to be a part of this program. So you guys ought to go check it out. It's the SHIP program, SHIP, Soil Health Implementation Program. So check it out. If you got any questions, your local office will get you in the right direction and hooked up with the right person. So the OCC Soil Health team will review, score, and rank applications with the goal of representing the 5 conservation districts across the state. There's no guarantee you're going to get it. Like I said, I guess they pulled my lottery ticket on this last one, and I was lucky to get it. And I'm so far so good. I've got a couple major projects done where I've got water where I can rotate 5 different pastures now, where I couldn't, and it had to go into one of the other pastures. So yes, I'm loving it. So check that out, would you? And what else we got here? There's one other thing. Yeah, we'll check it out after this break. Let's take an Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association break. We'll be right back after this.
Jimmy's all wound up and ready to go. Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
Need fast, reliable pumping services? Call the pros at 3B Pumping Services in Elk City. They specialize in dependable pumping for all kinds of industries, keeping your operation running smoothly and on time. With years of experience and a commitment to getting the job done right, you can count on 3B to deliver. Visit them at 3200 West 20th Street in Elk City or call 580-225-4114. That's 3B Pumping Services. Efficiency you can trust, service you can rely on.
Life insurance and annuity products offered through Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Property and casualty products are offered through Oklahoma Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance and affiliated companies.
I was impressed that he came to my barn. That is what I like, is service. Service says a lot. I have not even been to his office. My time is very valuable to me. I'm very busy. It's a 35-minute drive from my house to Mangum. I don't want to drive down there every time I need something. That's going to kill at least 2 hours of my day, and I don't have that kind of time to spare. So when I get in business with somebody like this that gives me that kind of service, I respect the job that they're doing, and I appreciate the service that they're providing to me. I'm ecstatic. I'm very glad. It worked out like it was supposed to. I don't think I could have picked a better insurance agent. My name's Bandy Silk. My family and I farm and ranch in the Delhi community. I'm a 5th-generation farmer and rancher. I'm glad I've contacted Mickey Lively for my insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Mickey Lively. I'm an insurance agent with Oklahoma Farm Bureau. My office is located in Greer County. Call me anytime at 580-782-3827.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us at Wendy Nissan of Elk City. If you're looking for a great deal on a new or used vehicle, you can find it right here at Wendy Nissan. With payments starting as low as $249 a month, no payments up to 90 days, as little as $0 down approvals, and also enjoy up to $7,500 off new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, Armadas, and Muranos in stock here at Wendy Nissan of Elk City. Wendy Nissan has a great selection of inventory available with over 200 new and used vehicles to choose from. We have half-ton four-wheel drive pickups. We have diesel four-wheel drive trucks. We have large SUVs. We have small SUVs, your affordable sedans for your first-time drivers. We truly have something for everybody here at Wendy Nissan of Elk City, Oklahoma. And with over 30 banks to choose from, we have financing for nearly everyone. You can view all of our inventory right here at 114 Access Road in Elk City, Oklahoma, or at wendynissan.com. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
You don't want to let your cotton set in the field day after day waiting to be ginned. Now to better serve you, the cotton farmers in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, Lone Star Gin has processed over 540,000 bales of cotton. They've got locations in Pampa, Texas, and now in Burns Flat, Oklahoma. Lone Star Gin has the ability to process over 2,400 bales per day. All they do is gin cotton. Go to LoneStarGin.com for more information, and you can find them on Facebook.
Next spring, you'll fire up the tractor, turn the earth, plant the seed, and be on your way to another harvest. If you take care of your tractor right now. Before you put it up, do the maintenance so you'll be ready to go next spring. Everything you need to keep your tractor performing is at Camrock Supply. All the grease and hydraulic fluids and filters. All the nuts and bolts, all the tire patches. All the stuff is at Camrock Supply. All of it. Next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City. When it's time, make sure your tractor is ready to go.
Oh, Jimmy's all wound up and ready to go. Here comes more of Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Martha, Oklahoma. Here's the Southwestern Oklahoma Ag Weather Update brought to you by Hobart Farm and Garden there in Hobart, Oklahoma. Man, you guys need to head on down to Hobart Farm and Garden. I know they're one of my sponsors, but they got lots of specials going on stuff. You know, I know some of you guys haven't got your taxes all the way up to the speed yet, and you're going to want to buy about 10,000 T-posts and 50 million rolls of wire and all that good stuff. You go down there and check out the deals they got going on at Hobart Farm and Garden. 47 degrees at Martha, 26 at Dew Point, humidity's 44, the winds are out of the south-southwest at 15 miles an hour. 48 degrees is the 3-day average 4-inch bare soil temperature. 528 is the sunset. 53 today, 35 tonight, mostly cloudy tomorrow, partly sunny, and our sweet 66 degrees. Okay, I seen this story. I'm always looking for stuff. And I come across this Facebook page it calls Facts That Will Blow Your Mind post. Well, after I read a little bit of it, I think this is a story on the first major cattle buyer, broker, whatever you want to call him, ever in the United States. So I'm going to read this to you. I think it's a cool story. He turned a very small dead place of a dozen log huts into a cattle empire that shipped 3 million head in 4 years and gave us one of America's most famous phrases. Joseph Gidding McCoy was born on December 21st, 1837 in Sangamon County, Illinois. Pretty sure I didn't say that right. And it's not Moore. It's maybe Sangamon. There we go. Sangamon County. The youngest of 11 children born to David and Mary McCoy. His parents were modest farmers, natives of Virginia and Kentucky who built a life on the Illinois frontier. Joseph attended local schools and spent a couple of years at Knox College at Galesburg before entering the livestock business. On October 22nd, 1861, just months after the Civil War began, he married his neighbor, Sarah. The couple would eventually have 5 children. That same year, not the children, but that same year, McCoy started working in the mule and cattle industry. His big break came when he sold a stock car load of mules in Kentucky, a delivery that required transport over 5 different rail lines. The experience taught him valuable lessons about rail logistics that would prove crucial just 6 years later. By 1867, McCoy had expanded into shipping large herds of cattle to slaughter, and that's when he recognized an extraordinary opportunity. Anybody want to guess? And an enormous problem. In Texas, there was millions of longhorn cattle roaming the plains. The state was nearly bankrupt after the Civil War, and these cattle were selling for $3 to $4 a head. Meanwhile, in northern cities like Chicago, those same cattle were worth $30 to $40 a head. The profit potential was staggering. But there was a massive obstacle, Kansas. Throughout the 1860s, Kansas outlawed Texas longhorn cattle to control the spread of Texas fever, a tick-borne disease carried by the longhorn. And you guys don't want me to read all the details on that Texas fever tick again this year, do you? The longhorns themselves were immune, but the disease was fatal to Midwestern shorthorn cattle. Many Kansas farmers had lost entire herds when Texas cattle passed through their land. Kansas homesteaders met Texas cattlemen with fierce, sometimes violent opposition. Cattlemen attempting to drive herds through Kansas faced angry mobs, legal threats, and physical confrontation. The market opportunity was there, but the route was impossible. Then in 1867, Kansas eased the law up a little bit, and the new regulation allowed Texas cattle to be driven through the first guide meridian west from the 6th principal meridian. I said meridian, essentially keeping the routes west of the settled cities in eastern Kansas. McCoy immediately saw the solution. The Chisholm Trail goes right through Oklahoma. Originally established during the Civil War by trader Jesse Chisholm as the supply route, The trail ran through Indian Territory from Texas northward into past just west of Kansas settlements, perfectly meeting the new law's requirement. But McCoy needed a destination, a place where the trail met a railroad. He visited Junction City first. They ran him out. The businessman turned him down. He tried Salina. No luck there. Same response. Nobody wanted the risk of the Texas fever, and nobody believed McCoy's vision would work. Finally, he came to the tiny frontier village of Abilene, Kansas, along the Kansas Pacific Railroad, later named the Union Pacific, in Abilene. As McCoy would later write in his book, Historical Sketches of the Cattle Trade of the West and the Southwest, Abilene in 1867 was a small, dead place consisting of about a dozen log huts, low, small rude affairs, four-fifths of which were covered with dirt for roofing, indeed, but one shingle roof could be seen in the whole city. He said, perfect. On June 18, 1867, McCoy purchased 250 acres of land on Abilene's northeastern side. Within weeks, he built stockyards capable of holding 1,000 head of cattle, an office, a bank, a livery stable, and a hotel called Drover's Cottage, one of the finest hotels in the West. He persuaded the Kansas Pacific Railroad to build a 100-car sidetrack for loading cattle. Then he spent $5,000 on advertising throughout Texas, sending riders to major ranches with promise to drive your cattle to Abilene, and you'll get a fair price. On September 5th, 1867, the first 20 carloads of Longhorns were loaded and shipped to Chicago. McCoy had promised Texas ranchers he would deliver, and he did. He was a man of his word, so reliable that he began referring to himself as the real McCoy, a phase that would enter American English, or my English anyway, through his exact origin remains debated among historians. By the end of 1867, 35,000 head of cattle had been driven up the Chisholm Trail to Abilene. In 1867, that number jumped to 75,000. 1870, it was doubled to 150,000. And at the peak, in 1871, over 600,000 head of cattle passed through, with as many as 5,000 cowboys being paid off in a single day. Abilene transformed from a dusty village into a roaring cow town. Saloons, gambling hall, dance houses, brothels sprouted up. Imagine that. To serve the cowboys who arrived after months on the trail with pockets full of cash and a thirst for celebration. The town's economy boomed. Over $900,000 passed through the First National Bank of Abilene in just 2 months in 1871, equivalent to almost $19 million today. The permanent residents of Abilene, however, grew wary of the chaos. I can't imagine a bunch of cowboys showing up in your town. It was chaos. To keep order, he hired James Butler, also known as Wild Bill Hickok, as the town marshal, and that didn't work out too good for him either. Hickok was a legendary gunfighter, but he proved to be less than ideal for this job. He spent most of his time at the Alamo Saloon playing cards rather than patrolling the streets. While his reputation as a deadly shot kept many troublemakers in line, he wasn't particularly friendly with Abilene's upstanding citizens. On October 5th, 1871, Hickok shot and killed Phil Cole, a saloon owner, and it went down from there. So that all got shut down at Abilene. So there's more to the story, but he said he lost all of his money. McCoy lost all of his money, bought too many cattle or sold too many cattle, railroad payments, all kinds of stuff. And McCoy left Abilene actually without hardly any money. He went to Wichita and became a promotion agent for the American and Texas Refrigerator Car Company. Then he ended up in Kansas City as a commission dealer. Then he went to Oklahoma, served as the agent for the Cherokee Nation, and it just went on. He died in 1911 in Kansas City, in Wichita, or actually in Kansas City, Missouri. He's buried in Wichita, and it's pretty cool story. But it's just McCoy's model, the cattle drives he facilitated, sold nearly $150 million worth of beef to to a nation back in the day when longhorns, steers, or longhorns were just worthless. So hope you guys enjoyed that story. We'll see you tomorrow. Brandon should be on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Heyday Tuesdays, brought to you by Great Plains Bank. It's Today in Ag with Jimmy Clark, brought to you by First National Bank and Trust at Elk City in Sarah, Oklahoma. God bless everybody.